Street Sports TV as we break down our high school football coverage for the next week or two. Rome and Newton County is a game that we'll be talking about. But let's first break down games on August 29th. Cass at Cartersville. Rick, I'm going with the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes in that contest.
Mike, I think that's a great pick. I don't think the Cardinals are ready yet. Cass is still a young team. They had a dominant tailback last year, and he's moved on to college. And I just think that Cartersville is one of those teams that keeps a great program, and they get the pick of the litter when it comes to the city of Cartersville. So I think Cartersville will just be too much. I have Cartersville by 3 touchdowns.
I'm going Mercy Rule. Cartersville, go Purple Hurricane.
Oh, Purple Hurricane.
Pepperell at Paulding County. Pepperell is playing in 6 AAA. Pepperell at Paulding County. I'm going with Paulding County.
Just for the sake of argument, because me and you haven't had one in a while, I'm going to take the Pepperell Dragons.
Not really an argument. I mean, that's what you want to do.
I believe they're going to control the game.
That's your business.
It's going to be a run game. It's going to be ball control, because Pepperell don't really have a lot of talent on the outside as far as throwing passes. So they're going to control it with good defense and good line play. They're going to control the clock and the ball.
Make a note of that. Make sure he's got Pepperell, because he will say that he picked Paulding County, and his Tom and Jerry over here, his other partner, would say he picked the 2 just to go against me. Darlington at Bremen. Can Darlington bounce back? They're playing AA Bremen. I'm going with Darlington.
Well, I think Darlington gets back in their league now. They're back into teams they're used to, that they prepare for year in and year out. And I think that Tommy Aither have them ready for Bremen. And they should be pretty angry and upset, because they got kind of embarrassed Friday night.
Yeah. Murphy, North Carolina, like we mentioned earlier, was the defending Class A state champion in North Carolina. Our Murchie and Tryon. Murchie is a young football team. They suffered a defeat against Fellowship Christian a week ago, 44-17. Tryon defeated Gordon Lee. Tryon is still a Class A team. Tryon needs to play teams in a higher classification to get themselves ready for the Class A playoffs. I'm going with Tryon. I said all that for what reason I don't know. I'm going with Tryon.
Mike, I agree. I like Tryon also. I watched some clips from our Murchie game on Friday night, and it looked like they only run 3 plays. 33 dive, 34 dive, and waggle. You can't win a ball game running 3 plays. I mean, you got to plan better to beat better competition.
And to come to our Murchie's aid, our Murchie's starting quarterback was coming over a hamstring injury. He should be back in a couple of weeks. Calhoun and Dalton, Friday, August 29th.
Well, Calhoun and Dalton, I was at that game last year, and one of the converters went out and we lost power for about an hour. The game was delayed, and Dalton was on a bit of a run. You know, Calhoun was in control of the game, but Dalton was making a surge. And once the power went out, it's like we came back to the field. It was kind of like the Super Bowl. It was all Yellow Jackets after that. So, but I think that with the addition of the Mays kid from Gordon Central going to Dalton, an inside linebacker, and some more players that Dalton added, I think that Dalton can get the Yellow Jackets this year.
Man. So you going with Dalton?
I'm going with Dalton.
I'm going with Calhoun. Calhoun is still top of the class around here. They're number 1. You know they're number 1 in our preseason area rankings, right?
I know.
It really don't matter to you?
It really don't matter.
Going with Calhoun on that for that week. Now, some more big games for August 29th. Brookwood will play Norcross. That's a Gwinnett County battle. Peach County and Warner Robins. They're 15 minutes apart. That should be an interesting contest. 2 games involving teams from Miami coming to Atlanta. Norland High from Miami, Florida will be taking on ML King, and Central. You just saw them defeated Hoover. They will be taking on Stevenson out of Atlanta. So those are some more games that are of interest on the week of August 29th. Now, the week of September 5th, some games. And we start with Rockmart at Sonoraville. Who you going with?
Rockmart at Sonoraville.
You don't look too happy about that contest, right?
I'm not really. I haven't been really impressed with Rockmart the last couple of years. I know Coach Duff is no longer there, but I think that Coach Gentry is doing big things in Sonoraville the last 2 years once he added a new defensive coordinator who was the former head coach of the Dyersville Tigers. So I think once he brought Coach Kramer over and they implemented that run and shoot, run and gun offense with a stellar defense, I think Sonoraville will take the Rockmart.
I'm going with the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. I'm representing Polk County on this one. Usually don't go with the other side of the county, out past College Valley or Aragon. I'm going with Rockmart Yellow Jackets on that one, Rick. Cedartown Bulldogs at Northwest Whitfield. Northwest Whitfield took a loss to Ringo last Saturday, 21-11. I'm going with the Dogs in this one.
Going with the Dogs.
Going with the hometown.
Well, you know, we talked about Ringo. And Northwest always has a prolific passing game. But we talked about Ringo as being kind of a dark horse in that 3A and giving Calhoun a run for the money. And I think the Ringo they'll get the job done week after week until they get to the Calhoun Yellow Jacket.
Cut, man. There's no way we. The next game that we will discuss here is some of the top games in the area. Cedartown at Northwest Whitfield. The Cedartown Bulldogs, still a team that people are going to know them forever as Nick Chubb's squad. I'm going with the Dogs.
Well, I'm going to
lean.
You
better go with the Dogs too, man.
No, I'm going to lean to the right. I think it's going to be life after death. With Nick Chubbs being gone, who's going to carry the football? Nobody else got a chance
They got
last year.
Josh Lee, they got Kalen Glover, Tyrone Schofield. They got some able guys that can handle the football.
I like Northwest.
Oh, we're going out on the
I like
limb.
the orange and white.
Y'all heard it. They're going with Northwest Whitfield over Cedartown. A big game in North Cobb. Cartersville at North Cobb. Cartersville playing a team that's in a higher classification. North Cobb is a 6A team. Cartersville lost a lot. Now let's talk about the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes against North Cobb. North Cobb took an L a week ago against Northside Warner Robins. North Cobb is a 6A team. Rick, as you noted before, Cartersville lost a lot of talent from that 13-1 or 12-1 team from last year. I'm going with North Cobb.
I'm going to stick with the Purple Hurricanes.
He just going against me, y'all, on purpose.
Man. I'm going to stay with the Purple Hurricanes. I'm going to do it for the locals. They say they got a kid, a freshman, 6'3". Said they got a Cam Newton back there quarterback this year.
Cam Newton hurt his ribs. You know that.
And, you know, they still have the sensational running back that's a junior this year that broke his leg as a freshman. So, I mean, Cartersville is still loaded. The gun is loaded. We just need somebody to pull the trigger.
All right. Rome at Newton County. This game will be played on a Saturday, September the 6th. Rome will be going in that game off a bye, 0-1. Newton County is another team that plays up in classification. They're a 6A team. Not a team that is really noted for its football accolades. I'm staying, Rome, I'm going with you again. I'm going with the Rome Wolves.
Yeah, I'm going to ride with the Wolves, man. I saw a little bit of that game on Friday, and Rome had plenty of chances to win that game. Had some defensive miscues, some drop potential interceptions. Rome could easily be 1-0. So I'm going to stay with Rome. I'm going to give them one more chance to prove me that they're not worth it.
So we got Rome over Newton County. Now let's talk about our Rome Elite showcase game, high school football showcase game. And these are two legitimate powerhouses in the state of Georgia in high school football. The Calhoun Yellow Jackets and the Carrollton Trojans. Rick is going to elaborate a little bit about that game from last year and what we think will happen this season.
Well, this is a series that's about 3 years old this year. First year they played in Calhoun, and Calhoun edged Carrollton. Carrollton was driving on the last second drive, and they throw an interception. Calhoun ends up beating them by 3. Well, last year they went up to Carrollton to play, and it just wasn't a contest. The score was 28-0 at halftime, and at the end of the game it was 42-7. You know, and as we know, Carrollton went on to play for the Georgia State Championship, and you know, they got beat by the Griffin Bears. So we know Carrollton was a pretty good team last year. So this year, I think Carrollton lost a lot of players, and you can see evidence of that against Cale in the Coca-Cola Classic on Saturday. Cale beat them 20-7. So I think it's going to be an even match, and I'm going to give a slight edge to Calhoun just because they're at home.
You're going with the Calhoun. Yeah, let me get a score.
I think the score is going to be 27-24.
You like your prediction?
I like that prediction.
I'm going with the Trojans. I think the Carrollton Trojans will continue dominance over the Calhoun Yellow Jackets. I think it's going to be a close game, but I think Carrollton has enough to defeat Calhoun. I just had to go against you.
Okay.
Just for the
Well,
purpose
you done
of
that
keeping it.
last year. You took Carrollton last week, and I took Kale. So just keep it going. Keep it going.
I'm going with Carrollton.
Okay.
I'm going with the Carrollton Trojans. I think Carrollton has enough to come into Calhoun and defeat the Calhoun Yellow Jackets. I'm going to go with a score of 30-28 Carrollton over Calhoun. Not to say Calhoun won't have a good season, but if Calhoun loses this game and Model win, you might get your wish. Model might be number one in the area rankings the next time we have.
I'm a little disappointed in the Model Blue Devils.
But they won though. They won
Because
15-8.
they're supposed to be so prolific, and it seemed like they played a field goal game. They scored 15 points. I expect Model to score at least 35 points a game. And scoring 15 points won't beat Calhoun. 15 points won't beat Coosa.
Mikael Watkins had 112 yards in that game as well. Tyler Dean did an excellent job at quarterback.
15 points will not win.
They got the W.
This Region 7 2A.
They got
15
the dub.
points.
They got
Mark
the
my
dub.
word.
They
America.
gave up 8 points. They gave up 8 points. So they got the dub. That's all that matters.
Model has to tighten up. They have to do better.
So our Rome Elite High School football showcase game for the next show will be Carrollton Trojans and the Calhoun Yellow Jackets. We'll have some live game recaps from that. Also, there's something around here that is starting to brew with some football that we're going to get into. That's Little League, youth football. We'll start getting some youth football. Rome Middle School, our area middle school football game of the week. And it's another football that we're going to start looking at that's pretty big around here, Rick. Rome Arsenal, the youth soccer through the YMCA. We'll have some updates from that, some softball updates. So till next time, also, the next time we air, which will be a bi-weekly show, and you will see us every 2 weeks on the air. The next time we air, NFL football will be going on. And if you are not a Dallas Cowboy fan, I'm looking straight into the screen.
Cowgirl.
Watch your mouth, man.
A Dallas Cowgirl.
Hey, watch your mouth, man. All right?
Well, go ahead, Romo.
Hey, don't talk about Romo.
Romo, go ahead. You got the floor.
Hey, man, that's enough, man.
Okay.
We'll be talking about some NFL football. So till next time, for Lavelle Hughes, for my co-host Ricky Langston, I'm Michael Atwater. It's Rome Elite Sports TV.